Or perhaps it's, I like to build up the anticipation. So, well, good afternoon. I think it's easy to say this is quite a crowd. When we started planning this, we didn't expect such an incredible turnout. So not that it will be needed, but for everybody's good, I'd like you to be aware we have a fire exit here to the right. We have one to the left. We have one all the way across the hall. And there is a area of emergency rescue for those that you are less abled. Commissioner Adams, I'm not looking at you with that. I'm just sorry. But see if technology worked great. But we are proud to have you joining us here in our first event at the Core, which is the center of our emerging innovation corridor, connecting our private sector thought leaders, leveraging our intellectual resources, and building collaborative partnerships. This is all centered around next generation technologies. And so a shameless plug, please visit corefayetteville.com to learn more. But in essence, a big part of this is this convening hub where you are today, envisioned by folks like Representative John Zoka and former Councilman Kirk Deviere, but only possible through the financial support secured and provided by our state delegation. So we're grateful for that. And I honestly can't think of a better place to be than here today, overlooking the $130 million transformation project in our downtown, anchored by the new stadium with the Houston Astros, adjacent to the tracks that Babe Ruth took here to Fayetteville to hit his first home run. And those of you who have heard me speak before know I love this phrase, which is baseball is a team sport, and so is economic development. And quite frankly, we're building an incredible team here. And I'd like to introduce, at least recognize a number of you that are part of this. At our core partners that make economic development possible here at FCDC, our board of directors, our Fayetteville City Council, and our Cumberland County Board of Commissioners. If you would just stand or raise your hands, we'd just like to recognize you briefly. And perhaps a hand wave will do, but our representatives from Raleigh, looking out for our interests, we've got Representative Elmer Floyd. We've got, I see Representative Zoka here in front of me. I'm not sure if Representative Richardson was able to join us or not today. We have State Senator Ben Clark, I believe, thank you, sir, and Senator Wesley Meredith. I'm not sure if he was able to be with us today. And representing our federal delegation is Chris here with Richard Hudson's office? Yep, there you are. And we have Janet from Senator Burr's office. I saw her there. And John from Tom Tillis' office. All right, we're doing well, about 1,000. We also have we have new friends and true friends. You know, for me, it's 18 months since I took over economic development here, and about 2.5 years since this community reformatted how you do that. I believe we have our superintendent, Dr. Connolly, is here joining us. Thank you. He said, when I said to him, I said, I know we haven't had a chance to really sit down. He said, I'll be there in support and solidarity for economic development. We look forward to working with you. And we've got our higher education partners. I saw President Keene, and I believe we have Chancellor Cummings, and is Chancellor Anderson able to as well? So, and our regional partners from the Southeast Partnership, our friends from EDPNC, board member and former state senator Gene McLaurin. It was a pleasure seeing him again, having worked with him in the past. Chris Chung, who is our leader of that organization, and our local representative Philip Schumacher. And I'll be wrapping here quickly, I promise, because I only had 5 minutes. But behind the scenes, you've got an incredible group of city and county staff, my team here at FCDC, the absolute best and lowest paid social media, PR, and web expert. My wife, Tara Van Giens, is here somewhere. And without her, so much of my life wouldn't be possible. And I just wanted to say it's always appropriate in this community. Our sincere thanks to those who have served and continue to serve our country, represented today by the likes of Bill McMillan, with the Fort Bragg Career Resource Center, Major General retired Rodney Anderson, our dear friend George Brees, and our very special guest, Larry Hall, Secretary of the North Carolina Department of Military and Veteran Affairs. So thank you for all that you do to make North Carolina the most military-friendly state in the Union. I know that list is long. I recognize I still didn't cover everybody who's our partners from the private and public sectors. But I hope this all shows everyone out there who's seeing this today, in the days to come, and in the media, that our community is coming together in support of economic development. And this leads me to what I consider a special and rare treat. which we're going to make a much more common treat by having him back time and time again here in in Fayetteville. One of our strongest economic champions, a man I met in Albemarle more than a decade ago, who then, as Attorney General, inspired me to stand up against the unfair treatment I was receiving from my credit card companies. No joke. I fought the law and we won. A man that is governor has shown he cares about our business community, large and small, who cares about our neighbors in need in our part of this great state. A man committed to building a better economic future for all of our citizens. Our 75th governor of North Carolina, the Honorable Governor Roy Cooper.
Thank you, Robert. It is great to be here in Fayetteville and Cumberland County today with so many friends, and you did a fantastic job covering the waterfront of introductions. I'm really grateful for that. I'm always glad to see our legislative friends here, Representative Floyd and Zoka and Senator Clark. And I want a special shout out to my Secretary of Military and Veteran Affairs, Larry Hall. Thank you for your good work. Great Marine there here in an Army town, but hey, he's doing a great job with that. Chairman Lancaster, Mayor Colvin, thank you for this opportunity. I know we're going to hear from you. And Andy Pennick, thank you for the good work that you're doing here. I have something you already know, but great news for Fayetteville, for Cumberland County, and for North Carolina. I'm pleased to announce that 208 new jobs and a $5.2 million investment will be made right here by Booz Allen Hamilton. This company is worldwide. They are everywhere. They could have chosen anywhere to locate or expand operations. They chose right here in Fayetteville and Cumberland County. Now, why is that? Number one, the workforce. They are so familiar with the people who live here. They know that the people who live here are smart, are dedicated, are dependable, who have the training and the knowledge to do the very complex things that this company does, from strategic consulting, technology, data analytics, artificial intelligence, all the things that this great company does to promote business, to protect our country, and I'm grateful for the fact that they have recognized that. They also know that we have great educational institutions represented here today. We're working hard on making our early childhood pre-K and K through 12 schools the best it can be. And we already know that our community colleges and our universities here are the best in the country. And they know that these educational institutions churn out the kind of people that they need to move their company forward. And the coup de grace, the thing that I think really draws them to this place, are the veterans. Those men and women who transfer out of the military ready for civilian life. They're the best of the best. They've already made the right decision to defend our country and to serve our country. And we know that they have learned leadership and dependability and stick-to-itiveness and training and skill sets that companies can use. And to have that kind of workforce readily available here, then you just know. I went up to AUSA not too long ago with Secretary Hall to be recruiting companies for our state in Washington, D.C. I met with a number of four-star generals in the Army. 3 of them were about to retire, and 3 of them were coming back to North Carolina to live because they know the kind of state that we are. They know that we're the most military-friendly state in the country, and they know that we have the quality of life that they would want to have. We continue to operate in all kinds of arenas, making sure our military veterans are ready for the workforce when they want to make that transition out of the military. And I know that Fort Bragg's Soldier for Life is working hard. I know that NC4Me is working hard. I know Secretary Hall knows that this is of primary importance to me. We owe it to the men and women who have stood up to defend our country to get a good paying job, to have health care, and making sure that they get the kind of treatment that they deserve. There is so much thanks to go around. I want to just thank everybody to start with, but particularly the city of Fayetteville, and I wanted to give a special shout out to Assistant Manager Jay Reinstein, who has done so much good work for economic development projects, and I know that he's leaving employment but going to do some other important things for the area. I appreciate the County of Cumberland and the workers that have worked so hard on this. The local partnership here, the Corps, Tony Copeland in the North Carolina Department of Commerce, the Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina. We have Gene McLaurin, Chris Chung, and others here who work so hard with that effort. Our community colleges, our universities, and so many people who have worked hard to make this day happen. We're going to hear from other people up here, but I first, should I go ahead, Robo, and make this presentation right now? Absolutely. All right. So we're gonna hear from Jay Dodd of Booz Allen Hamilton, but I want him to come forward for me to make a special presentation to him. So Jay, come on up here. So I want to present to you on behalf of the City of Fayetteville, County of Cumberland, and the State of North Carolina a piece of china that's important because it has upon it the state seal of North Carolina. And as you see down there, it has Esse Quam Videri, which means to be rather than to seem. You have decided to expand in the right place. We want to be here for you, and we're grateful for your company and for all the great things that you're going to do. Thanks so much, Jay.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Jim.
I'll remember my notes.
Well, thank you, Governor. Appreciate the introduction, and thanks so much for the gift. What a great day to be Booz Allen. Welcome, Governor Cooper. Of course, thank you for being here today. I mean, I know you've got a busy schedule, and thanks for fitting this in. It's really, really an honor for us. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jay Dodd, Vice President at Booz Allen, based here in our Fayetteville office. And on behalf of Booz Allen, we want to thank you for being here today to celebrate this exciting new chapter of our partnership with North Carolina and Cumberland County. A few of my colleagues that are here today, JP, Elizabeth, Ken, Teresa, have come here today to be part of this. So we look forward to, to talking with you when this is over today. But we appreciate so much the support we've received from the state and the community that we've received before and that we know we're going to continue to receive. We're proud to be a top employer in Fayetteville and proud of our continued growth in this community. I joined the community about 5 years ago. When I came here, I'd say we were between 60 and 70 staff. Today we're over 200, and as the governor mentioned, we intend to expand. We intend to double that. And just as an example of that, today I wasn't able to be on the call because of another call I had to be on, but it's a weekly event for us. JP and Elizabeth were on an hour-long call where we're going over the hiring that we need to be doing to keep up with the business that we've got going on. And as I'm going to state, and repetition's okay, but this is going to be off the cuff, the kind of hiring we're doing are for things the governor mentioned: data analytics, engineering, cyber, machine learning, just many of these highly analytical skills that we are involved in order to keep our country, our defense, our military competitive, and to do the things that we must do in this world. So it is true. We really are hiring. It is one of our top priorities, and it's something that we think about and talk about every day. We need a great workforce to continue doing the things that we're doing. For those who may not be familiar with us, Booz Allen is a technology and management consulting firm that works shoulder to shoulder with business, government, and military leaders to make their organizations more efficient and effective. We're a values-driven organization with one guiding purpose. Our motto, our purpose, empower people to change the world. I have something I put around my neck that I wear all day and that our staff wear all day, and it's just that, empower people to change the world. Our people are passionate about their service to our clients, the missions, and the communities in which we live and work. This is our heritage, and it's as true today as when the company was founded in 1914. With analytics, engineering, digital services, cybersecurity, and consulting services, we drive solutions at the intersection of mission, technology, and innovation. We have a vibrant business with approximately 24,600 employees across the United States and across the globe. And now we're bringing 208 more jobs in Cumberland County for those seeking high-impact, mission-focused centers, careers in data science, machine learning, security, software, IT architecture, system engineering, and much more. As a retired Army colonel, I'm particularly proud of Booz Allen's commitment to veterans and their families. We were founded by a veteran, and we have continually supported the Department of Defense since working with our first DoD client in 1940. Today, 39% of our employees are military connected as a veteran, reservist, guard, or military spouse, and we have been ranked a top 10 best for vets employer for 8 years in a row. So please, I encourage you to check out our website at boozallen.com/careers for open positions and to connect with our team here today to learn more about how we can work together. We have a lot to offer as an employer and a member of this community, and we look forward to a prosperous future together here in Fayetteville. We're honored to have all of you with us on this special day, and I will soon be followed after an introduction by the Honorable Mitch Colvin, Mayor of the City of Fayetteville. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Dodd. What a wonderful day to be here in the city of Fayetteville. Before I make my remarks, I would like to acknowledge the other members of our leadership team, the other members of the Fayetteville City Council. I see Councilmember Kathy Jensen, Councilmember Dan Cullerton, Councilmember Tisha Waddell, Councilmember DJ Hare, Councilmember Johnny Dawkins, and Mayor Pro Tem Ted Moan, and I hope I didn't miss anybody. It's a wonderful day to be here in Fayetteville. Booz Allen Hamilton has developed innovative solutions for the Department of Defense and other federal agencies and commercial businesses for over 100 years. Fayetteville was recently named in April as the most innovative city in America, and today we are reaping the benefits and letting the world know what we have to offer. Their operations in Fayetteville currently support around 40 employees, many of whom, as stated, are veterans, and this expansion is creating an additional 208 full-time jobs for the area. Booz Allen Hamilton is committed to building a local talent pipeline that will provide opportunities for our residents, for veterans, and the transitioning members of our military, which are over 6,500 soldiers yearly from the Fort Bragg into the workforce. And so today it's my honor and privilege to welcome Booz Allen, and I wish you much success. And I made a little joke at the end. I said it is my desire that you make plenty of money and that we have another one of these press conferences real soon. God bless you. How could I forget to introduce my friend, Chairman Larry Lancaster from the Cumberland County Commission.
My pleasure. Hey, once again, may I extend my congratulations and how lucky we are today for all of us to be assembled. I would be remiss if I didn't remember as a little boy walking up and down Hay Street and went to elementary school down at the old Central School in Fayetteville and spent a lot of my time at the Broadway Theater and the Carolina Theater and walking up and down Hay Street. Little did I know as Leon and Darcy's only son that one day I'd be here in front of such a great group of people as we watch our community continue to develop. So thank you so much. I am so grateful to be here today. and with my colleagues also, Commissioner, you have Charles here, you have Jeanette, you have Glenn, and you have Jimmy, our county commissioners. Obviously a very exciting day. Exciting day. Every time Robert comes and talks to us, and he talks in code, little did I know that one day, project intelligence. Now you're listening to a guy from Massey Hill. It took me a long time to understand the word intelligence, but we worked on it very hard each and every day as a community. But we grew as a community. I remember when my father, Leon, had our community annexed into the city of Fayetteville many, many, many years ago, which is kind of a transition to some of the things that's happening today. It is a Fortune 500 company. One of the world's leading defense, intelligence, and professional service providers. You got here just in the right time, Dr. Conley. You must have known this was going to happen. You brought us some good luck. $5 million, my friend, that's a pretty good investment over the next 5 years, the kind of investment that we're looking for. 208 full-time jobs created with this expansion will have an average annual wage of $64,300. I woke my wife up this morning. I said, get out of bed, get down there, and get an application. You are going to work. Yeah. Yep. I said, you're going to get a lot of comprehensive benefits, according to my notes. I said something to the mayor about that, but he'd have to take a cut in salary. This project is yet another example of how supporting our local businesses will lead to new jobs for our citizens, the 327,000 that we have in Cumberland County. I believe, and I really believe this because I have seen it come together, I believe that this community, this county, and this city, with the kind of working relationship that we have developed together, I believe, and this is yet another example, that we are on the verge of some big, big things happening, Dr. Conley, in our community. And I'm glad to be a part of it, and I'm looking forward to seeing some great things in the future. And speaking of great things, Mr. Pinnock.
You're too kind.
You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On behalf of the FCEDC, I sincerely want to thank each of you for attending today's very special event. This is very near and dear to us, bringing jobs to our community. It means so much to every citizen here. It is my hope that each of you leave with a renewed enthusiasm for collaboration in our community. Mr. Dodd, it's my honor to also present to you on behalf of the FCEDC this commemorative crystal that Robert made it very difficult to open up. It is inscribed in recognition of Booz Allen Hamilton for your significant and expanding contribution to our local economy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Supporting local business is a top priority here at FCEDC. I want to thank our staff that works diligently and tirelessly to bring jobs here to our region. On behalf of our community, I would like to give a very special thanks to Governor Roy Cooper, the state and federal delegation, our local public and private partners, and especially to Booz Allen Hamilton for selecting Fayetteville and Cumberland County for this project. Together, we will keep our momentum moving towards a better, more prosperous future for our city, our country, and the great state of North Carolina. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. This concludes the formal portion of our program here today. Please enjoy some refreshments, some fellowship. We're going to reconvene for the press in a few moments for the governor to take some questions. And with that, I say thank you again for spending your day with us, and I hope you're as excited about our future and the momentum we're building as I am. Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Governor.